As a person with a very deep voice, I'm hired all the time for advertising campaigns. But a deep voice doesn't sell B2B, and advertising on the wrong platform doesn't sell B2B either. That's why if you're a B2B marketer, you should use LinkedIn ads. LinkedIn has the targeting capabilities to help you reach the world's largest professional audience. That's right, over 70 million decision makers all in one place. All the big wigs, then medium wigs, also small wigs who are on the path to becoming big wigs. Okay, that's enough about wigs. LinkedIn ads allows you to focus on getting your B2B message to the right people. So, does that mean you should use ads on LinkedIn instead of hiring me, the man with the deepest voice in the world? Yes. Yes, it does. Get started today and see why LinkedIn is the place to be to be. We'll even give you a $100 credit on your next campaign. Go to linkedin.com/results to claim your credit. That's linkedin.com/results. Terms and conditions apply.
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. You know, it's hard to believe that inflation is still a thing, but boy, it sure is. And that's exactly why Mint Mobile still gives you premium wireless for just $15 a month. Well, it's also because we have that offer printed on, like, 1 million t-shirts, but it's mostly the inflation thing. So give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3 months required. New subscribers only. Renew for 12 months to lock in savings. Additional taxes, fees, and restrictions apply. See mintmobile.com.
Ho, 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 guys. Welcome to episode 3, or day 3, of Heavy Metal Tones Advent Tour. That pun is going to get tortured beyond belief for the next 3 or 4 days. Anyway, it's Christmas week. If you're listening to this when it comes out, or in the future, it was Christmas week. It will be Christmas. Oh, I've just dropped my bells. There you go. That's just me all over, isn't it? So, episode day 3. This one's going to be about my favourite episode of last year, and consequently the most popular episode of last year. I haven't told the man yet because I don't want to give him too much of an ego. But when I released on the 29th of June, the 6th of July, and the 8th of July, the 3-part Sabaton crossover podcast with Benji Murphy, it got some very big listening numbers. Very interesting. Not the biggest I've ever had. I had a weird one where I got 3,000 downloads in like 2 hours over in India for the Damned episode, which was interesting because I love the Damned. I just didn't pick that one. Hey, take it, baby. But it was a fantastic podcast, recording experience. We had a few jars during the afternoon when we were recording. We had to record in a different room because I couldn't fit all the mics into my recording room upstairs. I learnt so much. Benji, he was quite nervous, so he sort of had a couple of drinks before he started, but he was a natural once he got in there. I made him laugh, but off-the-cuff remarks like the Mad Mardy. I'm a Dad's Army fan. I can't help myself. He knows that. It was just really good to sort of to cross the streams, basically. You know, unlike Ghostbusters, it's okay to cross the streams. And he just really, I learned a lot. And also, I mean, if you're gonna go back to the episodes and have a listen to them again, as I said, 29th of June, 6th of July, and the 8th of July, and it was just called the Sabaton War crossover podcast. The final episode, which was a little standalone EP, sort of 3 or 4 minute thing we couldn't tack on to the first 2 episodes, is Benji's. He wrote a little war, sort of like a poem, eulogy, or I don't know how you would explain it. And it really moved me. I thought it was absolutely beautiful. Really, really beautiful. And you can see how much reverence the man has, A, for the subject matter, but he just does, and so much knowledge. So, we had the music, which was a great thing to talk about because they're a brilliant band. But then to hear Benji, discuss and describe the events of each song, because, as you know, that particular, or if you might not know, that particular band, they really like their in-depth, it's all war theme, but they're really in-depth lyrically when it comes to their songs. They're not just, paying lip service to them and to these people and to the, the subject matter. I mean, they even did the Final Solution, which I discussed before on A Coat of Arms on one of my early episodes, that I don't like genuinely to use like the medium of art, particularly throwaway art like music, even though we think our music is not throwaway. It is to all intents and purposes a comestible, consumable. It lives with us for only a few minutes and is gone. I don't like Holocaustal things like that, and it's not because I'm Jewish, but it's just in general. I think it's a very difficult subject matter to use in a medium that is frippery. That is considered a frippery, a throwaway. But like Slayer's Angel of Death, I think they do a really good way around. They work on it very well, and they do it with reverence, and I think that's the reason why that Benji could talk about this subject matter, because I mean, some of the stuff he was talking about really, I mean, I had to hold back the tears while he was discussing it, because he discussed it with a beautiful voice. I think so. Really looking forward to getting him back on the show early in the new year when I get back from the UK. But we're going to probably do a ghost episode. I'm going to be very restrained because I have very strong feelings for early Ghost and latter Ghost, and so does he. So we've got to be careful it doesn't become a slanging match, but we won't. We'll be professional. We're going to get him back on for that. Sorry, just knocked the mic with my teacup. I'm recording this one just before I go to work in the morning. So I'm sitting here with my tea, not a glass of whiskey like I was the other night, but the first episode, I'm looking forward to doing a couple more of those. Although I might be really English and have a G&T. Or a pint of bitter. Oh, that's very English, isn't it? So, but anyway, yeah, that was my favourite episode. Of many episodes I recorded, and of course I record, as you know, once a week. I record on a Monday morning. It's then edited quickly, what edited there is, and then shoved out to you guys on the Wednesday. And I spend the rest of the week then conjugating and thinking about what I'm going to record. Sometimes and it probably comes across sometimes, I don't have any bloody ideas. It just sort of comes on the day. And so I have to do a fair bit of, cramming to get the information in my head and to get the information out to you. I've noticed that what I want to do next year is do a few more of the history-based ones. I really enjoyed those. I want to do a few more genre-based ones. They were really good to deep dive into the sort of the genres of our beloved musical form. But yes, thank you, Benji. It was a really great experience. I was nervous for him, not nervous for me. Honestly, if we could have probably done 5 episodes on that particular subject and still not scratch the surface. So too many ums in the morning for me. So yes, that's what I think we could have done more. Again. Bloody hell. Hang on, some more tea. Yes, my favourite episode. I mean, honourable mentions for favourite episodes. I really, really enjoyed the episode that for Witchery. I thought I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed the crypto one, and honestly really loved. I like doing the off the wall ones that maybe don't get many listens. Like I really enjoyed the R101 air balloon one. I really enjoyed the Marathon album by Mark Kelly had the Earhart, story in it. I like those sort of things. I like to go beyond and just, hey, this has got a good tune, this is going to make you rock, this is crap, or whatever. I think it's nice to sort of deep dive into other things, and that's why this podcasting has been such an elation to me and such a wonderful eye-opener for me. I hope you keep enjoying them. I really love doing them. I'm still getting regular listeners, which is great. So those guys out there in listener land, thank you. To my little listener in America in Boardman that's been with us right from the beginning, you know who you are. I look on the locations and I see it's still there. I hope it's still you there. I really enjoyed just getting a little thrill seeing you still listen. And to my local guys as well, thank you for supporting me and keeping it together with me. Anyway, that's it. So again, thank you, Benji, for those 3 episodes. Please go back into the catalogue and listen to them. If you haven't, if you're new to the podcast, you're going to get a real good lesson. Not what lesson, don't want to go and go, I'm not going to listen because it's learning. No, you're going to learn some stuff and you're going to enjoy some stuff, and it's really fascinating. And you know what? If you're not moved by the part 3 of the series, I think you made a stone. Anyway, that's me for today. I've got to go and get ready for work, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye, guys.
Acast powers the world's best podcasts. Here's a show that we recommend.
This week, we analyze the remarkable marketing skills of Taylor Swift. She has regained ownership of her master recordings, convinced Apple and Spotify to pay artists in a more equitable way. She defied Hollywood. She markets her music in very surprising ways, and holds over 70 Guinness World Records. The marketing of Taylor Swift. This week on Under the Influence with Terry O'Reilly.
Acast helps creators launch, grow, and monetize their podcasts everywhere. Acast.com.